Hello students, this is Sujatag coming with class 10 NCERT SSC Math with Sujata ji. Welcome students in the next topic, that is the application of arithmetic progression in the chapter 3 arithmetic progression. So let us see the first example. A mixture manufacturing company manufactured 600 mixers in third year, and in the 7th year they manufactured 700 mixers. Okay, if every year there is same growth in the production of mixers, then find production in the first year, second production in the 10th year, and the third one total production in the first 7 years. Okay, so this way, that here students, we have to solve this equation, this numerical, with the help of the arithmetic progression formulas. Okay, so here addition in the number of mixers manufactured by the company per year is constant, and therefore the number of production in successive years is in AP. So first we have to assume that the company manufacturing the mixers in the nth year as per the given information. So here T3 is equal to 600 because they give us the information that is that third year that manufacture 600 mixer in third year. Okay, so here we write T3 is equal to 600 and the T7, that is the 700. At the 7 year manufacturing the 700 mixers. So now Tn is equal to A plus n minus 1D. So T3 is equal to A plus 3 minus 1D. So 600 is equal to A plus 2D. A plus 2D is equal to 600. So call it as a first equation. Now here students, from the T7 is equal to 700, we form the second equation, that is T7 is equal to A plus 7 minus 1D. So 700 is equal to A plus 60 and call it as the second equation. Now students, we have the two equations. So now let us start to solve these two equations. So substituting A is equal to 600 minus 2D in equation 2. So 600 minus 2D plus 60 is equal to 700. So 600 minus 4D is equal to 700. Here students, 600 plus 4D. Okay, 600 plus 4D, which is equal to 700. So 4D is equal to 100. So D is equal to 25. So put this value in equation 1. So A plus 2D is equal to 600. A plus 2 multiplied 25 is equal to 600. A plus 50 is equal to 600. So A is equal to 600 minus 50. That means A is equal to 550. Now we have both the values D and A. Okay, so the production in first year was 550 students. Okay, so that means the first problem is solved. That is, we have to find out the production in the first year. Now what about the second? That is the production in the 10th year. So we use the formula Tn is equal to A plus n minus 1D. So T10 is equal to 550 plus 10 minus 1 multiply 25. So 550 plus 225, that is production in 10th year was 775 students. Okay, now the next one, sub question, that is we have to find out the total production in first 7 years. Okay, so that's why we use the formula for the sum. So the sum formula, Sn is equal to n upon 2, 2a plus n minus 1d. So Sn is equal to 7 upon 2, 1100 plus 150. So 7 upon 2, 1250. So 7 multiplies 625, which is equal to 4375. So such a way, total production in first 7 years is 4375 mixers. Okay students, so this way we can use the formula of the term as well as the sum in here. Okay. See the next example students. Ajay Sharma repays the borrowed amount of rupees 3,25,000 by paying rupees 30,500 in the first month and then decreases the payment by rupees 1,500 every month. How long will it take to clear his amount? So here we say that using the formula of the sum and the Tn, we can calculate this. Okay, so let the time required to clear the amount be n months. So the monthly payment decreases by rupees 1,500. Decreases by 1,500. So that means we take D as a minus 1,500. Okay, and the first term, that means the 3,25,000. Sorry, that first term means the 30,500. That is the first one. Okay, and then amount, that is Sn is equal to 3,25,000. So now use the formula, that is Sn is equal to n upon 2, 2a plus n minus 1d. So 3,25,000 is equal to n upon 2 in the bracket 2 multiply 30,500 plus n minus 1 in the bracket minus 1,500. So here n upon 2 multiply 30,500 minus 1,500 n plus 1,500. So here 3,25,000 is equal to n upon 2, 61,000 minus 1,500 n plus 1,500. So 6,50,000 is equal to n, that 6,61,000 minus 1,500 n plus 1,500. Now here 6,50,000 is equal to 61,000 n minus 1,500 n square plus 1,500 n. So 6,50,000 is equal to 59,500 n minus 1,500 n square. So now here 1,500 n square minus 59,500 n plus 6,50,000 is equal to 0. Then divide both the sides by 500. We have 3n square minus 125n plus 1,300 is equal to 0. So now we have the quadratic equation in n. So by the factorization formula, we can solve it first, then we have the value of the n. So here 3n square minus 60n minus 65n plus 1300 is equal to 0. Now common out 3n in the bracket n minus 20 minus 65 in the bracket n minus 20 is equal to 0. So n minus 20 in the first bracket, 3n minus 65 in the second bracket, which is equal to 0. So n minus 20 is equal to 0, so n is equal to 20. Or we say 3n minus 65 is equal to 0, so n is equal to 65 upon 3, that means n is equal to 21 integer 2 upon 3. Now here in an AP, n is a natural number, so n is not equal to 65 upon 3. Okay, this value of n is unacceptable, so n is equal to 20. So this value is acceptable. So now after 20 months, S20 is equal to 3,25,000. Then the total amount will be rapid. It is not required to think about further period of time, students. Okay. So now let us see the next example, students. So that is about the Anwar. Anwar sells some amount every month. In first 3 months, he sells rupees 200, 250 and rupees 300 respectively. And in which month will he save 1,000 rupees? Okay. So now he is selling in the first month 200 rupees, selling in the second month rupees 250 and going on. Okay. So 200, 250, 300. This is in AP. So A is equal to 200 and B is equal to 50. So now we have to find out the sum. Okay. So you will use the formula for the sum, that is equal to Sn is equal to n upon 2a plus n minus 1d. But here if we use this formula but we don't have the n, so first we have to find out the value of n, and so that's why we use the term formula. That means Tn is equal to a plus n minus 1d. So is equal to 200. Tn is equal to 200. Tn's mean to 1000. Okay, students. So is equal to 200 plus n minus 150. So 1000 is equal to 200 plus 50n minus 50. That means 1000 is equal to 150 plus 50n. So here 150 plus 50n is equal to 1000. 50n is equal to 1000 minus 150. So 50n is equal to 850. So n is equal to 70. So in the 17th month, he will save is 1000. Okay. So now we have the value of n. So then we can find out the sum by using this formula. So Sn is equal to n upon 2, 2a plus n minus 1d. So Sn is equal to 17 upon 2, 2 multiply 200 plus 17 minus 1 multiply 50. So here 17 upon 2 in the bracket 400 plus 16 multiplied by 50. So here is equal to 17 upon 2 multiplied 400 plus 800 is equal to 17 upon 2 multiplied 1200. So here 17 multiplied 600, so 10,200. So that's why in 78th month total saving is rupees 10,200 rupees, students. Okay. Come toward the next example, students. As shown in the figure, take point A on the line and draw a half circle P1 of radius 0.5 with A as center. It intersects given line in point B. Now, taking B as center, draw a half circle P2 of radius 1 centimeter, which is on the other side of the line. Now, again taking A as At center, draw a half circle P3 of radius 1.5 centimeter. If we draw half circles like this having radius 0.5 centimeter, 1 centimeter, 1.5 centimeter, 2 centimeter, we get a figure of spiral shape. Finding the length of such a spiral shape figure formed by 13 such a half circles, and here the value of the pi is equal to 22 upon 7. Okay, see here students, this is the value of pi. So now let us start how to solve this problem with the help of the formula, sum formula and the term formula. Okay, so now students, semicircles P1, P2, P3 dot are drawn by taking centers as A, B, comma dot, and it is given that radius of the first circle is 0.5 centimeter, the radius of the second circle is 1.0 centimeter. From this information we will find P1, P2, P3, dot up to Pn. Okay, up to P14. Okay, so now here length of the first semi-circumference is equal to P1, and you know that the formula for the circumference, that is the pi r1, so that is pi 1 upon 2, so here pi upon 2. Now the P2, that is pi r2, that means pi 1 here, which is equal to pi. So now here P3 is equal to pi r3, that will be pi multiplied 1.5, that means 3 pi upon 2. And here the lengths are P1, P2, P3, dot. That means the numbers 1 upon 2 pi, 1 pi, 3 upon 2 pi, all are in AP. So this will be the sequence, and this sequence is in AP. So next one, that is the here from the AP we can conclude that A is equal to 1 upon 2 pi, D is equal to 12, and from this we have to find out the S13. So here we use the formula for the sum, that is Sn is equal to n upon 2, 2a plus n minus 1d. So S13 is equal to 13 upon 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied pi upon 2 plus 13 minus 1 multiplied 1 upon 2. So here 13 upon 2 in the bracket pi plus 6 pi, so 13 upon 2 into 7 pi. So 13 upon 2 multiply 7 multiply 22 upon 7, that is substitution of the value pi. So here 13 multiplied 11, so 143 centimeter. So this way the total length of spiral shape formed by 13 semicircle is 143 centimeter. Okay students. So now see the next example. Next example is, in the year 2010, in the village there were 4,000 people who were literate. Every year the number of literate people increases by 400. How many people will be literate in the year 2020? Okay, so this table is given. Okay, that there are the year 2010, 2011, 2012 up to 2020, and the literate people, first 2010 year 4,000, then the second year 4,400, because it is increases by the 400. So here we can conclude that A is equal to 4,000, D is equal to 400, and N is equal to 11, because the year starting from 2010 to 2020. So that means N is equal to 11. So here we use the formula term, that Tn is equal to A plus N minus 1D. So 4,000 plus 11 minus 1 into 400. So 4,000 plus 4,000, that means 8,000. So in the year 2020, 8,000 people will be literate. See the next example students. In the year 2015, Mrs.Shaikh got a job with salary rupees 1,80,000 per year. Her employer agreed to give rupees 10,000 per year as increment, then in how many years will her annual salary be 2,50,000? Okay, so this means we can, in a tabular fashion, we can write this information, that is the year, first year 2015, second year 2016, third year 2017, and so on. Okay, and the salary will be in the first year, that is 1,80,000, and it is increment by the 10,000 per year. That is the second year, the salary will be 1,80,000 plus 10,000. Okay, so that means here we got the AP here, and so from the AP we write here A is equal to 1,80,000, D is equal to 10,000. We don't know about the N is equal to how much, at what year she gave the money, or she gave the salary 2,50,000. So that means N is equal to, we have to calculate N, and here Tn is equal to 2,50,000, because the last term is 2,50,000. So we use the formula Tn here. So Tn is equal to A plus N minus 1D. So 2,50,000 is equal to 1,80,000 plus N minus 1 multiplied 10,000. So N minus 1 multiplied 10,000 is equal to 70,000, and N minus 1 is equal to 7. That means N is equal to 8. That means we say in the 8th year her annual salary will be 2,50,000. Students, thank you for watching our videos. Achieve your success with us. I assure that you will get 100% success in maths. So watch our videos continuously, regularly, like our videos, share our videos to your friends, and